Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. Today is Thursday, 26th of October 2022 and it's equivalent to 11th of Rabiul Sani 1445 after Hijrah. The headlines: 25% vote, Supreme Court upholds appeal court ruling on FCT. Tinubu to present 26.1 trillion naira 2024 budget November. Abandoned road project causes asthma, just residents lament. And on the foreign scene, Russia says it reversed massive nuclear strike. And in sport, Newcastle suffer defeat against Dortmund to throw Champions League group wide open. And those were the headlines, and for details on more of the stories, I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. The Supreme Court on Thursday upheld the ruling by the appeal court that a candidate does not get at least 25% of votes in the Federal Capital Territory FCT to be declared as the country's president. Justice Nyang Okoro led the panel of justice to determine Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar's appeal against Tinubu's victory. While Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and Labour Party (LPs), Peter Obi had wanted Tinubu's win in February 2023 to be nullified on the ground that he did not get 25% of votes in the FCT. The appeal court ruled that their petition was immaterial. Unsatisfied with the judgment, the DOE took the matter to the Apex Court seeking the overturning of Tinubu's win. But on Thursday, Justice Okoro corroborated the appeal court's ruling, saying the FCT has no special status. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will present the proposed 26.1 trillion naira 2024 budget estimates to joint session of the National Assembly early next month. The Senate revealed on Wednesday. Ahead of the presentation, the Senate, through its Committee on Appropriations, has summoned the Ministers of Finance, Wale Edun, and his counterpart on Budget and Economic Planning, Senator Atiku Bagudu, to appear before it on Wednesday next week for explanations. This is as the chairman of the committee, Solomon Olamile Khan Adiola, disclosed to newsmen that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will forward the 2024-2026 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper to both chambers of the National Assembly next week for scrutiny and approval. Senator Adiola, who stated these while responding to questions from journalists after inaugural meeting of the committee, said the executive in the proposed budget should come up with 55% allocations for capital expenditure as against 25 to 30% it has been over the years. At the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day beckons, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has pledged to commit at least 18 billion naira to cover group life assurance benefits to soldiers who lost their lives in the line of duty. The fund will also incorporate other expenses and entitlements for families of fallen heroes of the Nigerian Armed Forces. The President made the pledge on Wednesday while launching the emblem appeal fund for the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day at the State House, Abuja. Tinubu also assured of his administration's continued support to the nation's armed forces by repositioning the army. Residents of Garbot, the whole ward of Jos North local government area in Plateau State, have continued to call on the state government to come to their rescue by completing the abandoned road project in their area. According to the residents, the abandoned road project has caused untold hardship on them, particularly on their health condition. Correspondent Bashir Musa completes the story.
The 2.5 kilometers abandoned road project linking Tudun Osi, Rikos, Odoni, Endoya and Gangare communities in Jos North local government area of Plateau State was started about 11 years ago and has up till today not completed for an unknown reason. A resident of the area who spoke during an interview with Unity FM and television, Adamu Musa Show Faragai, disclosed that his daughter is currently battling with asthma due to inhalation of dust coming out from the abandoned road project.
Halin da muke ciki na rashin karasa wannan hanya ba mu kadai ba, ya taba mu, ya taba ƴaƴanmu, ya taba iyayenmu. Domin in ka lura da kan kwanukan anguwan zaka ga duk sun canja kamar an musu jan fenti, kuma zaka ga ido na yayi ja. A cikin kwana uku ne kacal da aka fara wannan kuran, wannan abin yake damu mu, shi yasa ba ma rabuwa da face mask mafi yawancin mu a wannan anguwa saboda yadda kurar take addaban mu. A yanzu haka magana da nake ma ba wai ina kai musu kukan don su mun bane, ina da yata wanda sanadin wannan kuran wallahi ta kamu da asma.
Another resident, Malama Hadiza Ali, urged the relevant authorities to help them complete the abandoned road project.
Wallahi muna kira ga gwamnati da kyakkyawan murya da kyakkyawan manufa, mun san tana da adalci, to don Allah a taimaka mana, maganar wannan kura ta dame mu, kuran nan ta yi yawa, kowa yana yin alkawari dai har yanzu dai ba mu ga an cika ba, to don Allah a taimaka mana.
Also speaking, the world head of Garbadaho, Malam Muhammad Sagir Umar, while appealing to the government to complete the abandoned road project, wondered why his community is only remembered during election campaign period, saying that they used to produce massive votes from the area.
I'm appealing to the government to look into our people or our society, because we are highly into a big problems due to this dust, because people are with catarrh and so many illness due to the cause of this incompleted project. And we are producing much more boats here in Garbadaho, but we are wondering why up to now they didn't look at us.
During the administration of the immediate past governor Simon Bakolalong, residents of the area expressed happiness upon hearing the former governor saying he will complete all the abandoned projects left by his predecessor, but their hope was dashed away as nothing has changed up till now. The residents believe that both the Jos North Local Government Authority and the state government will listen to their plight and complete the road project. From Jos, Bashir Musa, reporting for Unity Radio and Television.
Thank you so much, Bashir Musa. Bill seeking to prevent the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and deputy governors of the Apex Bank from participating in politics have passed second reading in the upper legislative chamber. The Senate passed the bills on Wednesday after it considered two similar bills sponsored by Sunday Karimi, Senator representing Kogi West, and Darlington Nwakocha, Senator representing Abia Central. In the lead-up to the last general election, Gordon Emefiele, immediate past governor of the CBN, purchased the presidential nomination and expression of interest forms of the All Progressives Congress APC worth 100 million naira. His campaign posters were also seen in strategic places in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. The development drew widespread condemnation, and debates on whether a CBN governor should be so openly partisan raged in the mainstream and online media for weeks on end. The Department of the State Services, DSS, has released a former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abdul Rashid Bawa. Bawa have been in custody since June when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu suspended him. Willie Bassi, Director of Information at the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, had said Bawa was suspended as a result of weighty allegations of abuse of office leveled against him. Former Governor of Zamfara State and Minister of State for Defense Bello Matawalle had accused Bawa of demanding $2 million bribe from him, an allegation which he denied. Peter Afunanya, DSS spokesman, said Bawa was released on Wednesday. A melodrama played out as 7 operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC in Ibadan, Oyo State were attacked and held hostage by staff and students of the Federal College of Forestry Edition Estate in the state. According to the head media and publicity of EFCC, Dele Oyewale, the operatives were in the college to authenticate the address and identity of one Aziz Oluwakemi, who stood as a surety for Alakinde Kolawale, a suspected internet fraudster in the custody of the commission. Oyewale alleged that students and staff of the college went on a frenzy of attack against operatives of the EFCC who were on an authorized assignment. He accused the college students' union president and some staff of the institution of reportedly causing the violent confrontation with the EFCC operatives. It was gathered that operatives of the commission exercised restraint in the face of the unprovoked attack and refrained from applying any force against the attackers. The Nigerian Railway Corporation has said it will launch electronic ticketing for the standard gauge network next week. The announcement was made by the Managing Director NRC Fided Ohiara during an interview on Wednesday. Ohiara explained that the final testing phase of the e-ticketing platform will be completed on Wednesday, enabling it to go live for a restricted audience before becoming available to the general public. He emphasized that the e-ticketing system will direct ticket sales revenue directly to the government's coffers, significantly reducing the potential for corruption and revenue leakage. And on the foreign scene, Russia has rehearsed its ability to deliver a massive nuclear strike, the Kremlin says. The military exercise involved delivery, a response to an enemy nuclear strike, Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu said. State TV showed him recounting the rehearsal to President Vladimir Putin. It comes as Russia's parliament backed the withdrawal of Moscow's ratification of a global treaty that bans all physical testing of nuclear warheads. Russia and the United States conduct regular nuclear readiness simulation. Moscow has traditionally held its own towards the end of October. Earlier this month, Mr. Putin said Russia had held a final successful test of a nuclear-powered cruise missile. Russia waged a full-scale invasion in Ukraine in February last year, raising concerns over nuclear war. In June, Russia stationed a first batch of tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus. Mr. Putin told a forum they would only be used if Russia's territory or state was threatened. The U.S. government says there is no indication the Kremlin plans to use nuclear weapons to attack Ukraine. And in sport, Newcastle suffered a first Champions League defeat of the season as they lost 1-0 at home to Borussia Dortmund in a result that throws Group F wide open. After beating French champions Paris Saint-Germain 4-1 in their last European match at St. James Park, Newcastle were brought back down to earth by Dortmund as they suffered their first defeat in 9 matches. Felix Metscha's goal on the stroke of halftime proved to be the winner as the German side recorded their first victory of the season's Champions League. Meanwhile, Erling Haaland ended his Champions League goal drought with a second-half double to end Manchester City a 3-1 win at Young Boys and maintain the holders' 100% record in the group stage. And with the sport news, we've come to the end of our bulletin for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at TUNTBE Radio FM TV, respectively. You can also watch us live on the satellite decoder Badarsat, which has been watched in about 38 countries of the world free. You can also stream and view us live on our YouTube channel at Unity FM TV. I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of our programs. To have yourself a lovely day.